Let me just ask you a question. When it comes to the Big 12, is Dallas the heart of Big 12 country? I don't think there's any question that it is. And I'm not talking about real lives and real people and Texans from north to south and east to west. I'm talking about football. It's Big 12 football. The heartbeat of Big 12 football is Dallas, Texas. Unequivocally, it's Dallas, Texas. Does that mean Houston's irrelevant? Not at all. Does that mean that San Antonio or Lubbock, Texas don't matter? Not at all. When it comes to Big 12, football, basketball, all sports in the Big 12, Dallas is the heartbeat of that conference. Today, Greg Sankey and the SEC announced that they are taking 2024 SEC Football Media Day and they are moving it to the Omni in Dallas. And I can't help but believe that this is a shot over the bow of the Big 12. Now, are they doing it at Jarretttown? They're not. They are not. They are not. I mean, I get it. You're at the Omni, but it's Dallas. The SEC could have gone to Austin. The SEC could have gone to Houston. The SEC could have gone to Lubbock. The SEC could have gone to Norman, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They could have gone anywhere in Florida. But where did they go? They went to Dallas. Did they go to Starkville? They didn't. They went to Dallas. And why did they do that? Well, they did that because it's the heart of Big 12 country. And the SEC, I think, is feeling a little unsure of itself. I think the SEC watched the Big 12 have an incredible event last week, Jake, and I cannot help but think that the SEC moving SEC Football Media Day to the Omni in Dallas next year is absolutely a shot over the Big 12's bow.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the SEC is kind of this giant in the room where they're able to kind of lay back and wait for things to come to them. And so they see this event go down at Jerry World for the Big 12. And they said, well, that went off pretty good. They got a lot of headlines. Brett Yormark went ahead and said some things like, it looked great by all, again, optics, as we always hear out of the Pac-12s, like the optics were good on this event for the Big 12. So to me, if I'm looking at that and I'm the SEC, I'm sitting here saying, okay, that was a nice little event you guys put on, but we're the big boys in the room. We're the ones winning the national championships. We're the ones making the difference. Let's go out and let's prove a point. Let's get involved in the state of Texas, even more so than just picking up a school, right, or a member institution. Let's go out and have an event there. Let's go out and shake some hands. Let's go out and meet some people. And I think that's really the point of this move. It absolutely is a shot over the bow of the Big 12. The SEC is saying, hey, that's great that, you guys want to sit here and have multiple head coaches and your deputy commissioner, right? And all these head honchos in the Big 12 say that, Texas is running to the SEC because they're tired of playing this or doing that.
Right.
Like we heard all about that while we were in Dallas, right? We got multiple comments about that, and that's fine. But I think if you're the SEC, you have to operate like the top dog that you are. You're not chasing the Big 12. The Big 12 is chasing you. And I think that's what this is. This is a power move to say, hey, we're the SEC. We're going to own Texas, or we're going to do everything in our power to own Texas, and we're going to move our media day there.
But I, with all due respect to the SEC, because we've had this debate on this show many times.
Yeah.
It's not close. The SEC is the big dog in football. There's no question about that. But what this is, I think it is an endorsement for the state of Texas and the importance of owning that territory, calling it collateral. That's what this is by Greg Sankey. There's just no way to spin that. Having said that, you guys, Texas is Big 12 country, and I get it. Austin and College Station, we get it, right? We get it. Texas A&M is irrelevant. Until Jimbo wins and finds some modicum of success, Texas A&M is irrelevant. Texas is just the opposite. Texas has a chance to own the state of Texas. I don't believe that it does now. I think it is outflanked. I think it is outnumbered. And the only way it overcomes that is by winning. And Steve Sarkisian has arguably the most talented roster that we have seen in the modern era of Texas football.
Facts.
There are no more excuses. We talked about that in Dallas last week. But my point is, I truly think that Greg Sankey is feeling a little insecurity in football. I think he sees the momentum, the inarguable momentum that Brett Yormark and the Big 12 have built. I don't know how else to describe what we felt, the energy, the enthusiasm, the momentum, the enormity of Big 12 football media days last week. There was real excitement from players and coaches and everybody talking. I had an opportunity to talk to Brett Yormark for 5 minutes offline on Thursday, I guess it was. And just talking to him, the excitement in his voice. Now, he's a robot. I think we all understand that. He is AI powered. That's the only explanation for Brett Yormark's demeanor.
Yeah.
But that machine has real energy to it. And I think if you're the SEC, and this is also by, I think, extension, an issue with the Big Ten, because I look at the Big Ten and I see this conference that, while mighty because it makes money, there's no momentum, there's no energy, there's no excitement, there's no there in the Big Ten. Where's the excitement? The national championships, well, those are currently at Georgia and in the SEC, right? But there's no excitement around the Big Ten. There's no excitement around the ACC. There certainly is no excitement around the Pac-12. The excitement, the energy, and the enthusiasm, that lies in the Big 12. The momentum lies in the Big 12. Currently, the ATM machine in college football, sure, that's in the Big 10. Not far behind, though, that $100 million. How truly far behind that $100 million is the Big 12? If the Big 10 doesn't get to operating, and in my opinion, if the Big 10 doesn't expand, I don't see that the Big 12 is that far behind what the Big 10 is making. And I think, to bring this full circle, this is why you see the SEC going to the Omni in Dallas, because they know what the Big 12 is doing. They see the fact that they are just paving roads to financial security. And I think that makes them insecure. I'm not saying that the Big 12 is ever going to knock off the SEC. That's not going to happen, at least not in the near future anyway. At least not in the next couple of cycles, I wouldn't think, in realignment. But if you think it's going to be easy to stroll into Dallas and take what belongs to the Big 12, I think there is a completely different reality coming to the SEC.
Yeah, and I think that I think that the fear, or not the fear, but like just the acknowledgement by the SEC, right? I mean, obviously they're not sitting here saying, hey, oh yeah, the Big 12 is doing all this great stuff, and that's why we need to be in Dallas for our media days moving forward. But just your actions are an acknowledgement and a tip of the cap, I would say, in a sense, to what Brett Yormark has done. And I think we need to be really specific about this. Like, you know, on Twitter today, everyone was raging over this conversation.
Yeah.
And there seems to be some confusion about the balance between on-field success and making money and business ops. And when I say, hey, there was a lot of momentum, it wasn't necessarily that we think that the Big 12 is going to go out and win national championships. Now, that may well happen. You know, who the hell knows, right? That could happen. But I think the momentum is on the business side in understanding, hey, the Big 12's got somebody in the room that operates, that understands, okay, A plus B equals C, and C is Mexico City and Rucker Park and overseas games and all these huge branding things that are happening, not in 10 years, in one.
But maybe flying under the radar is the extension that the SEC signed, or excuse me, that the Big 12 signed with AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
Through 2031, right? So you're going to have your championship game there. You're going to have your media days there. Let's also not forget that Big 12 Pro Day is in Dallas. Like, bro, the Big 12 owns Dallas, and it's shocking to me. And maybe I make too much out of how strong the SEC is. I don't know. But it's shocking to me that the 6-foot blonde with great cans in the room just said, holy cow, I'm really insecure of that 3-foot tall child over there. Like, it's amazing. Because if I'm the SEC, everybody else is invisible. I just don't care. But who's actually operating like the 6-foot blonde right now? The Big 12 is. Everybody else is invisible. Right? Everybody else is invisible. Am I the only one that took note last week that there was very little talk out of the Big 12 side of the room about Pac-12 TV deals, Pac-12 expansion? Nobody was having that conversation.
Well, what did Brett lead off with? Right? I think this was one of the things we noticed. Brett Yormark rolls out on day one of Big 12 Media Days and says, hey, I need to clarify what hey, we're open for business means. So he makes that statement and clarifies that, and then it's just radio silence, right? It's all
remarkable.
It's all about, hey, we're pushing brands, money. Like, it's all about the conference moving forward. And yeah, was there some, in my opinion, were there some shots taken by people, lower down the totem pole in the Big 12 in their interview opportunities? Yes, there were. Absolutely there were. There were some comments made about Texas and Oklahoma and, that whole situation. But the fact is I agree the Big 12 owns Dallas.
I am still surprised that Mike Gundy went that far out of his way to wreck Oklahoma.
Yeah, right? Like,
why?
Like, you should be, Mike, dude, you should be more concerned with not losing so much.
You got to win
right?
games.
Like, you might want to win games. You might want to actually move the brand forward. I love Mike Gundy. The guy's a legend. There's no doubt. Dude, when Mike Gundy's walking around that place last week, dude, the guy is just has this energy about
gravitational.
Him. Yeah. And so it's awesome, but dude, you got to win.
And you can't, I don't know. It always surprises me in these situations because I think those who speak loudest show their insecurity. Hell, we've talked about this in the Pac-12, right? So, again, I and that's why it popped into my head. The SEC going to Dallas for football media days next year, and I see all the people tweeting at me saying, well, it rotates, and you don't rotate media day for the SEC to Dallas. Well, it's Texas, and you don't rotate SEC Media Day to Dallas.
Excellent strategy, sir.
You just don't do that. That is likes to fight guy.
Yeah.
And there's just no reason to do it. And that's why I bring up Coach Gundy. Like, why are you talking about Bedlam being dead? And if you missed it, Mike Gundy, the head coach at Oklahoma State, pretty much blamed this entire thing on Oklahoma. And his president and athletic director feel differently. Mike Gundy is the only one who doesn't want Bedlam.
Wonder why?
Well, because he's had his ass handed, or excuse me, he's had his mullet handed to him year after year.
Mm-hmm.
Year after year. I probably would not want Bedlam either.
I'm a man.
And but Mike Gundy's got to stop talking about Oklahoma now. Mike, you pronounced him dead. Right? It's over. It's over. We can keep talking and guessing and surmising, but it's over. And I say that because I think Mike Gundy knows where he is and who he is in the position he's in. He's got to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he'd rather talk about Bedlam than he would talking about how many games he's going to win this year.
Yeah.
I think he would. And as far as Texas goes, that's cool that Texas, and they're going to honor Texas and Oklahoma. That's all well and good. You shouldn't do it in Dallas.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You want to do it somewhere in Texas? I totally understand that. Houstonians love their college football.
Yep.
Right? But the problem is that's not poking the Big 12. Going to Houston, and this was the fight on Twitter, and I mean no disrespect to Houstonians or the city of Houston. None whatsoever. A little bit to Rice, but that's a different conversation. My point is... Okay, my point is, it has nothing to do with Houston. And I get it. Houston versus Dallas is as passionate a rivalry as we have in this country. But I'm talking about football. And when the SEC goes to Dallas, they're going to Dallas to fight with the Big 12. It's not disrespectful to Lubbock. It's not disrespectful to San Antonio. They've got Victor now, right? Victor's the way. We get it. It's not disrespectful to Victor.
Victor's the way.
It's not disrespectful to Houston. It's not disrespectful to anybody. It's facts. It's facts. It's sports. It's not real life, right? Joel Osteen, you're fine, dude. With all due respect, you're fine. But I'm talking about Dallas. I'm talking about Dallas, right? Like, I'm talking about J.R. Ewing. Man, I'm talking about fucking Tom Landry. I'm not talking about Houston. I'm not talking about Bum Phillips. I'm not talking about the Astrodome. I'm talking about Dallas, the heart and soul of the Big 12. Dallas, Texas. Tarrant County, brah.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm talking about Dallas. That's the home of the Big 12. It's undeniable. It's inarguable.
Yeah.
This, by the SEC today, is a shot at the Big 12. And if you see it some other way, I'm open to the conversation.
So get your facts straight.
Yeah, Coach, I'm open to the conversation. But I just don't see another reality where, and maybe it exists, and I like they said, I'm old and I'm dumb and I'm going to die soon. That's what I was told on Twitter today.
Bro.
I'm old. I'm dumb. I've just got a few more years to stick it out on this earth.
Right.
Right? I'm old, dumb, dying soon.
He is a sick puppy.
Houston's not the heart of Big 12 country. Not yet. Not yet. Because trust me, Dana Holgerson's got plans.
Mm-hmm.
He's got plans. Trust me. That'd be Dallas. And that's what the SEC's doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I feel better.
Okay.
Are we clear on that?
Damn it, Sankey, stop doing this. Ruining my show. Big shout out to Corey Erickson, our newest member.
Let's go, baby. Strong start to the week.
Way to go. Way to kick us off on a high note. Our newest member to the program, Corey Erickson, appreciate you. What's up, Aaron Wilson? Gifting memberships already today. He's given out 2. Appreciate you. Delaric, love you, buddy. He's been a member for 4 months. Today's his 4-month anniversary. Let's go. Corey Erickson joined the members only content.
Okay.
Make sure you DM SLC Jake on Instagram, because when you join the membership at the members only tier, you get into our Instagram group, which is a lot of debate.
Facts.
It's
excellent debate, in my opinion.
It's fun. It's a fun group. There is no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. Oh, look, it's contagious. How about my guy B? Whoa, B joining the membership.
What's up, B?
What's up, B? Good to see you. Again, Corey, good to see you. Let me put your name on the screen. Appreciate that. Whew.
Okay.
I think it's time. Dude, I need to get bucked up. I need to get bucked up right now. Before we get to your comments, as always, we remind you that Bucked Up is the official energy provider of the Monty program.
Hey,
what
Monty.
were we missing in Dallas last week?
Yeah.
We were missing the buckshot. Back in the crib, got the buckshot, watermelon.
It's the best. I mean, you guys know that.
Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers to you, Monty. Hey, Monty.
Now, as I finish out my last 15 minutes on Earth, because I'm old, let me remind you, I cannot believe that guy said that. Now, you only got a little while to live anyways.
I'm Shiva, the god of death.
Old fart. I'm 50 years old, man. How am I old?
Yeah, you're not old.
And I'm young because of Bucked Up. I love my guys at Bucked Up. I tell you this all the time. It was awesome to come home from Dallas. In Dallas, when we went to Dave's, the steakhouse. Bob's. Thank
Bob's
you.
Steak and Chops.
Oh, my God.
So good.
Oh, my.
So good.
Awesome service. Awesome food. I had the New York strip. I had the mashed potatoes, or I guess they call them the smashed potatoes.
Potatoes.
That big dong-sized carrot.
Excuse me.
What?
This is a family program.
Stay hard.
What do you mean?
Program.
The carrot at Bob's was amazing. Had the carrot cake, came home, and what did I find out? I had lost 2 more pounds.
Boom.
It was amazing because with Bucked Up, I sleep really well. I have great energy. I love my guys at Bucked Up, but I miss my buckshot because it gives you that mental lift. It powers you through the second half of your day. It's clean, long-lasting energy. You can count on it. It's only 100 milligrams of caffeine, quality ingredients that does exactly what they say it's going to do. in the description of this show below. Make sure you find the link to get 6 free buckshots. Don't take my word for it. I want you to try it on your own. Get 6 free buckshot samples right now in the description below. Click the link. They'll send it right to your front door for free. By the way, as I tell you all the time, what did I have right before the show started? A Buck Bar. You're looking at the Snickerdoodle, sweetened with dates.
So good.
But I'm telling you, the Dream Bar is the best one. Why don't you try them all? Get a free sample pack in the description below on the show. They'll send you a sampler pack right to your front door for free. I'm telling you, it is the perfect refuel reward. Whether you are tired and hungry but right before lunch at, say, 10 a.m., maybe you're in that post-breakfast lull, hit a Buck Bar. Maybe you are ready to go work out. You need a pre-workout meal, hit a Buck Bar. They're great ingredients, and it really is indulgent. I got to tell you, they taste like a candy bar. I love them. Buckedup.com. Use the promo code Monty to save 20% at checkout. All right, let's get your comments in here today.
Who was first in today, by the way?
I don't know. We already have over 1,000 comments.
Let's go, baby.
Today, you guys. Already over 1,000 comments. So I have to go all the way back to the top of the show. And the first, Truck Stop Gumby's the first one in.
Let's go, baby.
And so, of course, what do we need to have ready to play?
Hey, Cow Turd.
Cow Turd.
Hey, Cow Turd.
Good to see you. C. Kaufman, Kyle A. What's up with you? Truck Stop Gumby says, hope Mr. Two Holes got to go to a strip club after that rough first day in the big Arlington.
No smoke.
I wasn't ducking no smoke, man.
It wasn't a tough first. Was it a tough first day? I don't know.
I mean,
about that.
I was, yeah.
Tanner Plummer, what? The Pac-12 has a massive TB problem? Dang, woo. Coming up in 5 minutes, we'll tell you all about that. Let's see. Whoa, comment. Kevin Peterson says maybe the Pac-12 ought to hold their media day in San Diego.
San Diego.
Right. How about my guy B for $2? SEC coming to Dallas. Bob's for everybody. Seriously. Dudes, if you have not been to Bob's Steaks and Chops, Jake had the
ribeye, and I'm a strip guy.
So
dude.
Jake went off script, and got himself a ribeye.
Yeah,
pretty good,
outstanding.
What were those? You had the fry. You had the potatoes.
What they call them. They're skillet potatoes. They call them skillet potatoes.
Yeah, it's potato chips.
Yeah,
that you dip in whatever
gravy, dude. It's so good.
Whatever that gravy is, forget about it. Forget about it. Shy Bone. Oh, hey now. Shy Bone. What do you mean? UT and Oklahoma are the heart of Texas? They want to own the state starting Big D. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're the SEC and you want to own Texas, are you starting in Dallas or are you starting in Houston or San Antonio?
Dude, if you're Jimbo, you're like, dude, where have you guys been? Why weren't we in Texas before?
Right?
Yeah, Jimbo, it's because you don't win enough, bro. That's why. And A&M, respectfully, is not the brand that Texas is. That's the truth.
That's right. Fanboy Prime says Jake looking to be in a better mood this week.
I'll keep it real. I was pissed last week. I was pissed. I did not appreciate some of the answers I was getting about getting guests on the showroom.
Yeah, and then you had a splitting.
And then I had a headache too. Yeah.
Jake had a crazy humidity headache.
Yeah, dude, it was not good.
Yeah, and please, if you're in Texas, you guys be cool. It is so hot.
The humidity, though. I haven't. Dude, 2 seconds. When I was a kid living in Chicago, that's the last time I experienced humidity where you walk outside and your sunglasses fog up immediately.
Yeah.
Wild.
Crazy. Jeff Woodworth. 2 holes in a strip per guy. Yes,
see what he did. So see what he did there. See what he did there.
2 holes is a strip per guy.
Right. You see that?
Giggity, attaboy, Jake. Proud of you for passing on the chicken burrito at the steak.
Yeah, I asked him. I was gonna say, hey, can you give me a steak burrito? Maybe throw the skillet potatoes in the tortilla.
Look, for a back to front guy, I'm really proud of you. I am really proud of you. I am really proud of you as being a back to front guy.
That is just blasphemy, bro.
3/4 of this is inaccurate.
Oh my God. J.K. Marshall says ribeyes rule. Tanner, Jake didn't get a chicken burrito in Arlington. Nah, bro.
Nope.
No, we had wings, and like that was the thing. Like I hate eating well. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. We had wings and a steak. That was our official whole meal. And by the way, shout out to the Big 12 for good food.
Yeah.
I had that little Southwest salad they had on the spread.
Oh, the spread they had was outstanding.
Oh, my God.
Dude. Outstanding.
The only dessert I think we had there was the carrot cake.
I want
at
my
Bob's.
credit, though. I want my credit. Day 2 of Big 12 Media Days, they had some mac and cheese they rolled out. I didn't have
We
any.
didn't have it.
I didn't have
We
any.
did have the mac and cheese at Bob's, though. Don't get the jalapeno. That was the one
Yeah.
thing that was... That's the only side I didn't like.
It was kind of mid, dude.
You know. Saul Goodman says, Roll Tide. We like it.
Roll Tide.
Black Rain. The big isn't... What did you say? Try to catch the big 2? They want number 3. Also, the Big 12 fans watch Big 12. It doesn't matter if the SEC has media days on Dallas. Jerry World is Dallas, a.k.a. Cowboy Country. It is. You're not wrong about that. Corey Erickson, what's up? Not much faith that it will happen, but continue hoping that Utah makes a move to leave.